Hi, hello. Welcome to your practice. My name's Elisa. If we've never met before, it's so lovely to be here with you. Today we'll get started straight away into your Vinyasa practice. And we'll start in a seated meditation. If sitting does not suit your body today, that's absolutely fine. You may like to start this standing in Tadasana with your eyes closed, your arms down by your side, or lying down on your back. But I'll stay seated here in a cross-legged position. Please feel free to choose any type of seat if you are choosing to sit that suits your body, and take a few moments to arrive. So take your time to place yourself in whatever posture you prefer to begin your practice. And here you may like to gently close down the eyes. If that's not comfortable for you, just softening your gaze, maybe to the ground in front of you or the ceiling, wherever you're resting. And from here, maybe you notice the quality of your thoughts. If there are any physical sensations present, perhaps bringing some awareness to them. Just gently beginning to arrive to this place of intention. Noticing how you feel. And scanning the body for whatever is present. And perhaps here you choose to make the intention to respect where you are today. Letting the breath guide you into the movement without force, without judgment or critique. Just being. You may like to draw your awareness down to the places of the body touching the earth. And here I would like to bring awareness to the land. As we open the practice, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians, those who have looked after this land thousands of years before us. And I pay my respects to the elders of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, as the First Nations people that have tended to this land, been in relationship with the waterways, the animals, their ancestors, their elders of the past, their elders of the present, and those emerging. I pay my deepest respects, gratitude, and acknowledgement to them. I'd like to extend this acknowledgement to the tradition of yoga, and this rich history, the culture, the wisdom. And I'd like to pay gratitude to those yogins who have cultivated these practices, shared this knowledge. And somehow you and I are here sharing together, benefiting from these practices. It is such an honor and a gift. You may have already begun to notice the movement of your breath. And following, tracing the in and out movement of this continuous life, prana, flowing in and out of you. Whether or not you're paying attention to it or not, it is there. And my invitation to you, the question that I ask, is to notice if there is any tension or holding around any expectations. And this could be something in your immediate life or just an overall feeling. If there is any grip or attachment to expectation, I ask you to inquire. Your relationship with this, how it presents in your life, how it feels in the body. And I invite you, as we begin moving through this vinyasa practice, to perhaps explore what it feels like to loosen your grip around that expectation or expectations. And just like releasing your hand from a grip, you become open, receptive, available for something new. And of course, if this does not resonate, I invite you to simply experience the movement, the postures in your own way. Whenever you're ready, you may blink open the eyes as you inhale your arms wide and high. Interlace your hands together here and then flex your palms towards the sky. Really reaching the hips down towards the earth, the sit bones into the ground, hugging the navel in as you draw the heart space forward. And then exhale, tilt to the right very gently. Both hands to the right, anchoring that left hip in the ground. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale to center. And then exhale, release the arms, give the wrists a little bit of a shake. You may like to take some rotations through your wrists as you warm this area of the body up before we come into all fours. Maybe flex open the hands, bring the fingertips towards your wrists, opening and closing here. And then when you feel ready, we'll meet in an all fours position, a tabletop shape of the spine. From here, of course, taking your time, moving in any way that feels good, making sure the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. You can take some cat-cows if you'd like, dropping your belly, lifting your tail and your gaze on your inhalation. Exhale, dome through the upper back, bring the pubic bone forward. It may look like this, it may be something completely different. I'll let you decide. And then from here, finding stillness for a moment as you lift your left leg behind you, gentle flex of the foot. And then can you hover that left leg all the way out to the left and lower your left foot to the earth, taking this stretch. Awakening the inner line of the left leg. Take a moment, pull the heart forward, send the hips back. When you're ready, stabilizing through the right hand, lifting the left arm towards the sky, big opening here, pressing the outer blade of the left foot into the earth. Weaving left arm underneath the right. You may stay here in stillness or you may move with your breath. Inhale to open, exhale to weave. 2 more your own way. Expanding and moving freely. And just paying attention to what you can feel. Coming out the way you came in, and then lowering that left hand to the ground, extending that left leg behind you, inhale. Feeling that shift of balance, drawing the navel center in, elongating through the back of the neck, a gentle doming of the armpits. And then exhale, left knee, left tricep or shoulder. Crunch it in. Inhale, expand that leg back into space. And then exhale, knee to nose, curl it under, dome through the upper back, hug the navel in. Sweeping the leg back, inhale. Exhale, knee to tricep. Sweeping back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. And one more time like this, moving with your breath, beginning to synchronize your breath with your movement, arriving furthermore into your own physical experience. Lowering the knee down, give yourself a little shake or movement if you'd like, and then we'll take the other side. Extending that right leg behind you, leading with the heel. Then exhale, hover that right leg all the way over to the right and lower the right foot to the ground as you expand the inseam of the right leg this time. Whole foot is on the earth, pressing the outer blade down, stable through the left palm. Inhale, right arm up. Chest towards the sky, stepping deeper into the right foot. Exhale, weave right arm underneath the left. Maybe you stay here, maybe you move with me. Inhale to lift. Exhale to weave. 2 more, your own way. Finding your breath as you eventually lower right hand to the ground, sweeping that right leg behind you. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, crunching it to the side. Sweeping the right leg behind you. Inhale, expand crown and toes. Exhale, knee to nose, curling under. 2 more like this, your own breath, your own movement. Stabilizing through the areas that are supporting you on the earth. Allowing that fluidity in your breath, in your movement as you further align your body with this breath that is always there. Being in relationship with that breath, lower the right knee, take some movements. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. If you prefer to sink into a child's pose for a moment, that is absolutely welcome. However you'd like to get there, whenever you'd like to get there. Take 3 breaths in your down dog. Maybe a little bit of movement, rocking onto the toes, lowering the heels. Gentle external rotation of those shoulders, gripping all 10 pads of the fingers into the earth to support you. Full breath in together. Long releasing breath out. Look in between your hands when you're ready. Come up high on the balls of the feet. Bend your knees, float or step your way to the top of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Generous bend in your knees here. Hinging from the hips, bow your way forward. You may grab opposite elbows here, take a bind, dangle here for a moment, nod the head. Yes. Shake the head no. Releasing through the neck. Halfway lift as you release your arms, tabletop shape your spine. Bow your way forward, exhale. Strong through your legs and feet as you rise, Urdhva Hastasana, arms come with you. Inhale all the way to the top. Grabbing opposite elbows at the top here, expanding through the armpits, hugging in the lower ribs, elongating through your back body. So you feel contained through the front body as you open the armpits, the shoulders back beyond. Gaze maybe up at the ceiling. Softly releasing as you bow your way forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bending your knees and reaching your right leg far behind you. Lower the right toes to the ground, the right knee to the ground. Heel toeing that left foot out to the left as you bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Lizard pose. And you may stay here, you may tuck the right toes and hover the right knee off the ground and make this posture more energetic. You may have the knee lowered, come to the outer blade of the left foot. Maybe a little twist as you look over the left shoulder. One more breath here in your expression of lizard pose. As you heel toe that left foot back to the inside of your hands when you're ready, take a full breath in, draw your heart space, your sternum forward, low lunge. Exhale, send the hips back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey god pose. As you extend that leg in the direction of straight, not locking through the knee, can you draw the toes towards your face? Inhale, expand through the chest. Exhale, bow. 2 more like this. Inhale, expand. Exhale, bow. 1 more, noticing what comes up for you here as we enter an expansion through the hamstrings, maybe some stored emotion, maybe some tension perhaps. perhaps not. And then exhale, deeply bend through your left knee, plant your hands to frame the left foot, and step your left foot to meet the right in a plank position as you lower knees, belly, chest, and chin to the earth. 3 breaths in a cobra of your choice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Just beginning to create a bit of fluidity. 1 more breath, however you're moving. Downward dog is where we'll meet. Get there kindly, gracefully. Exhale. Full breath in. Long breath out. Looking in between your hands, coming high to the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, float, step, or jump your way to the top of the mat, Uttanasana. Halfway lift as you inhale. Draw the shoulder blades down and back, belly in. Bowing forward as you exhale. Rising tall, Urdhva Hastasana, hands in the sky. Binding here, grabbing opposite elbow. Drawing the belly in, the tail long. Opening up through the armpits, the chest, the sternum towards the sky. Releasing exhalation folds you all the way to the ground. Bend the knees. Halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step your left leg, your left toes all the way behind you. And you may lower the left knee if you'd like, or maybe you stay high as you heel toe the right foot out to the right, taking your lizard lunge. Freedom to explore this shape any way that feels good. Maybe you come into that twist again. Moving kindly, not shoving your body in any shape that doesn't suit it just yet. Take 1 more breath, opening up through the hips, the groin. Conscious and present here in your experience. When you're ready, heel toeing that right foot back in between both hands and exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Toes drawing towards your face, right leg expands. 3 breaths your own way. Halfway lift perhaps, bowing forward on the breath out. Or maybe you simply stay in stillness. You choose. Gentle, energetic lift of the toes towards your face. 1 more breath. Notice how this feels on this side. Your next exhale, bending deeply into the right knee, plant your hand, step back into plank. Knees, chest or chin or chaturanga as you lower down. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Down dog in your own time. Couple of breaths here, however feels good. Whenever you're ready, we'll inhale the right leg high behind you. Leading with the heel, bend at the knee. Maybe you stack the right hip on top of the left, opening up through the hips. As you square the shoulders consciously here, take a full breath in and a long breath out. 1 more breath in here. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift your weight forward as you step that right foot in between your hands. Preparing for your crescent lunge. Inhale, rising tall. Exhale to sink. 1 more breath here. And then exhale, left hand to the inside of the right foot as you sweep that right arm up behind you in your twisted runner's lunge. Full breath in. Arriving deeper on your breath out, hugging that right shoulder in, finding your navel center, and then pressing the ground away, can you engage and activate through your legs and your core and rise up in this twist into your twisted crescent lunge. Right arm is behind you, left arm is in front. Full breath in to lift and deepening the twist on your exhale. You may like to reverse, left arm leading you high and behind. And then using your exhale to slowly transition warrior 2, left foot pivots and grounds. Whole body opens to the left side. Deep bend through the right knee, arms open. Virabhadrasana. Warrior 2. Find your navel center, soften the shoulders away from your face. Inner thighs are squeezing together simultaneously as they're externally rotating. Strong through your legs. Settling here, scanning the body. Is there tension? Is there attachment to any outcome? Is there expectation here? Perhaps this is a familiar posture. Can you soften and loosen or release your grip to that expectation of what was in the past? Be completely present here in your experience. Your next inhalation, flipping the right palm and then sweeping up and back, reversed here. Expanding the right side body, deep bend through the right knee. Full breath in. Bending at the right elbow, can you bring the right fingertips to the outside of the left shoulder? Just to deepen this expansion, totally optional. Maybe the back of the left hand comes to the outside of the right hip, engaging through your core, a little bit more, reaching up and back. And coming into side angle pose, right fingertips come to the ground, in or outside of the ankle, or forearm on top of the right thigh. You choose. Left arm sweeps up and over. We're going to flow just a little bit with your breath, squeezing the inner thighs together as you draw your navel center in, arriving back into warrior two and straight into that reversed variation, bending at the elbow, back of the hand to the right hip if you'd like. Exhale, side angle pose of your choice. Inhale, up and back, reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. Last time here, rising, engaging through your center, up and back. Side angle pose. This time, both hands frame the right foot as you pivot the left toes forward. You're in your high runner's lunge. Reestablishing your connection, your stability in that right foot. As you bring the fingertips a little bit forward, step into the right foot, lift the left leg off the ground. We're in this standing split variation, halfway lifted through your chest. And you may stay here, explore this balance, expansion through the legs, or stabilize the right fingers in the ground as you stack the left hip on top of the right, the left arm lifts. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Effort and energy through that left foot and leg. A gentle bend in the right knee. Rotating the chest a little bit more towards the sky. Inner arch of the right foot is engaged. Gentle Jalandhara Bandha, throat lock. Full breath in. This time, bringing that left knee in towards your chest as you find a standing balance. Like a lever, you're standing all the way up, hugging that left knee in towards your chest. Wobbles are wonderful. Embrace them here if that's the case. Breath in, and then breath out, crossing that left ankle on top of the right thigh, figure four, Anjali Mudra with your hands in front of your heart, sinking into a chair variation of this pose. Belly draws in, tailbone is long, pushing that left knee energetically away from the body as you flex the left foot, stretching that outer hip on the left side as well. Your invitation is to stay here or take this into another variation of a standing balance. Left fingertips grip the big toe. Left peace sign fingers grip the big toe. As you stand all the way back up, arm on the left side inside of the left leg. And then maybe you extend that left leg out to the left. And the leg doesn't have to be straight. The knee can be bent. Wherever you're at is beautiful. Ooh. Find your balance. Can you draw that left leg back to center, and then maybe you explore letting go of the leg, keeping the leg there with the strength of your core. Draw that left thigh in and up. One breath in. Sweeping that left leg behind you, warrior three, straight into your crescent lunge. Lower the toes, lift the torso and arms. Inhale, settle into the shape, exhale. One breath in here. Folding forward, breath out, hands frame the right foot, step back into plank position, staying here for a moment. as you shift into your side plank pose, Vashisthasana. So stabilizing in the right hand, left foot stacks on top of right. Maybe you take the modified version, right leg on the ground. And then the invitation is to take a wild thing from here. Hover the left leg, step it behind you as you rotate. Bring the hips forward. Big opening here. Full breath in. Stable outer blade of the right foot. Exhale, climbing your way back to plank position, flowing through your vinyasa if you'd like. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. 3 full breaths. Exploring your relationship with your breath, with your body, and with any grip on expectation of how things ought to be. Noticing. We'll align our breath together here, taking an inhale. Long releasing exhale. Inhale, lifting that left leg high behind you, bending at the knee if you'd like, stacking left hip on top of right as you square the shoulders open up here. One more breath. Exhale, knee to nose as you shift your weight forward into plank and step that left foot in between your hands, finding your long runner's lunge here. Inhale as you rise up, crescent lunge, torso comes with you, sinking deeply into the shape. One more breath here. Exhale, right hand to the inside of the left foot as you sweep that big circle with that left arm, twisting the torso, the chest to the inside of the left leg. Full breath in. Can you stay here in this twist as you rise into a twisted crescent lunge, left arm drawing you back. As you inhale, lift from the ribs, exhale, deepen that twist, wringing yourself out. You may stay here, you may flip that right palm up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, transitioning into warrior 2, slow and steady, right foot grounds. Inner arch in line with that left heel, sinking deeply into that left knee, Virabhadrasana. Gaze over the left fingertips, drawing that right shoulder down and back. Stable here. Find your breath, locking or squeezing the shoulder blades together. Perhaps allowing the arms to be less heavy, the breath to be more fluid. Again, exploring any grip or attachment to expectations of how this shape should feel, how your body should be, your mind should be, and see if you can soften into the unknown. Soften into your experience in this moment. When you're ready, reversing up and back into a reverse warrior. From here, bending at the left elbow, maybe the left hand can touch the outer right shoulder, the shoulder blade. Maybe the back of the right hand comes to the outside of the left hip. So you're in this big expansive opening of the left side body. The left tricep is stretching. Inhale. Exhale, side angle pose of your choice. Maybe forearm on thigh, arm sweeps up and over, or fingertips to the out or in of your left ankle. Finding your core, your stance through your feet. Inhale, rising up and back, reversed. Option to take that arm variation. Coming back through into your side angle. 2 more flows like this. Inhale, rise and stretch. Exhale, lower and expand. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. This time, right hand comes to frame the left foot as well, toes facing the front of your mat, shifting that weight into that left foot as you draw the right leg. We're going to bring the fingertips forward and step into the left leg, lift the right leg up in the sky, taking this warrior 3 variation. You may stay here, or you may stabilize or lightly touch the ground with your left fingertips as you stack the right hip on top of left. Reaching the right arm towards the sky, engaging through the throat, drawing that chin towards your throat ever so slightly, containing that energy as you stack the right shoulder on top of the left, Ardha Chandrasana. Effort through the right leg, softness through the left arm. One more breath here, drawing the right knee in towards your chest as you square the hips. Find that standing balance. See how you go. Arriving here. From here, maybe you stay, find your breath, your stability, or you cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Hands in Anjali Mudra sink into your chair. Utkatasana, figure 4 Utkatasana. Pushing the right knee away from the body. Drawing the belly in, the tail long. Stay here if you'd like, or peace sign fingers grip the right toe as you draw yourself back up into the standing balance, binding through the leg. Ooh. Maybe that right leg extends all the way out to the right. So you draw that right shoulder back into the socket. Have a go, have a play. Perhaps you bring that right leg forward out in front of you and you explore letting go of the leg as you hold that leg there in space. Maybe arms above your head, challenging your core, hugging that right thigh in towards your body. And then exhale, sweep that right leg behind you, transitioning through Virabhadrasana 3, then lowering the right toes to the ground. You're in your crescent lunge. Full breath in. Settling breath out. Your next exhale, hands come down to frame that left foot. Step back into plank. Take a moment. Finding Vashisthasana, your side plank. Any variation is welcome. Right arm reaching up towards the sky. Maybe you stay, maybe you hover the right foot and touch it behind you, taking wild thing. Stepping into both feet, expanding your heart towards the sky. Full breath in. Slowly finding your way back to plank, right hand, right foot stable. And vinyasa, if you wish, maybe pushing back into child's pose. We'll meet in a down dog. Aligning our breath together here. Full breath in. Long breath out. Looking in between your hands, coming up high on the balls of the feet. This time as you jump forward, can you cross at the ankles and find your seat on your bum? Beautiful. Sweeping the legs out in front of you, bending at the knees, holding the back of the thighs as you draw the belly, the heart space forward, softening the shoulders away from your ears. Full breath. Can you let go of your legs, hold yourself there, and then exhale for the count of 5. So you hover yourself off of the ground. 3, 2, 1. Then draw your belly back towards your thighs. Inhale. Once more, exhale for 5. Lower yourself, 4. A little bit more, 3. Hover here, 2. Stay for 1. Draw your belly back up towards your thighs. This time, maybe you can come into Navasana, boat pose. Shifting back, find that balance, lift the toes off the ground. Maybe your legs are in tabletop or the legs are extended straight. Perhaps you let go of your legs as you open yourself up for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Find the wobbles. I am wobbly, shaking today. Feel what you're feeling. Find your breath. Holding here for 5. Really embrace the wobbles. Can you move towards them? 3, 2, and 1. Whew, totally lower yourself to the ground. Exploring and examining any echo of that hold. Releasing any expectation for outcome, for how things ought to be. When you're ready, bending your knees, hugging them in towards your chest, rocking from side to side. You may wish to close your practice with an inversion or a twist. I'll leave that up to you. From here, I'll invite you to take happy baby, grabbing the outer blades of your feet, drawing your knees towards opposite armpits, and letting the lower back and tailbone be really heavy so that one day they may come towards the earth. Maybe not, but at least that's the intention. You can rock from side to side, offering this gentle inversion. Feet above the heart, and taking a few more breaths in whatever shape you've chosen to close with. As you slowly and gently release your way into Shavasana. Legs long, arms down by your side. And maybe hands on your belly or your chest. And choosing a posture that allows you to be present and comfortable. Providing yourself with this opportunity to rest completely. Releasing any grip from expectation. Simply be here on the floor, completely relaxed. You may choose to stay resting here for as long as you would like. If you would like to close the practice with me, you may begin to invite in a deeper and fuller breath. Perhaps with this breath comes some gentle movement, a sway or a stretch. And as this movement becomes bigger, you welcome yourself back to your body, to the room that you're in. I invite you to roll over onto one side and curl up in a little ball in the fetal position, resting, savoring this moment, how this feels, who you are. And pushing your way up to a seated position whenever you'd like. Finding a vibrant and tall back body, heavy hips, buoyant crown of the head. A softness through your jaw and the muscles of your face. As you touch your right and left palm together in front of your heart space in Anjali Mudra. This gesture connecting right and left hemispheres of the brain and the body. And a gesture of gratitude and humility. Closing the practice by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for today. Fully embodying the emotion of gratitude, remembering. When it feels right, bowing towards your heart, this infinite source of wisdom and power from within, and all the way to the earth, this land, supporting us, nurturing us. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you take care, and as always, reach out with any questions or comments. Otherwise, until next time, thank you.